Alright. Alright, y'all. So here I am again. I'm working on animating this dog. But as always, before I get started, today I'm going to be listening to Element once again. This time playing the album All Beings Connected. This is one of his older ones. But I'm here for it. I like it. I'm also streaming on TikTok for the first time today, which is going to be a little interesting. What up, TikTok? Y'all aren't going to be able to hear the music that I'm playing because it's in my headphones from my YouTube and Twitch streams, but you can still watch me animate if that's cool to you. And I'm just working on this animation of this dog dragging his ass on the floor. So I'll show y'all turn my puppet off, show y'all the rough. And I spent the last like 7 weeks rigging this puppet, and now I can actually come in and start to put it over this rough animation I did. And I'm not really, I don't know if this is the best approach or if I should be admitting to this while I'm streaming. I'm not really worrying about the face all that much right now. Like, I'm putting the eyes and nose and mouth in the right place, but I'm not doing my lip sync or like making the dog emote at all yet. Like, you're gonna see the eyebrows are all the same, and there's just like no real character performance in the face yet. I kind of saved that for my last pass. Right now I'm just going in and getting everything where it should be. For people interested in the technical stuff, I have this little, and I'll make sure y'all can see on TikTok too. We got some people coming in. You can press this little button down in the bottom right corner of ToonBoom, bottom right of the timeline, and it splits it into two. And so I have my puppet over on all of these keyframes, and then I have the actual stuff I'm animating over on all of these keyframes over on the left. So it's two separate timelines. I'll pop this back up so y'all can watch the good stuff. But yeah, I'll basically come over to the frame that has whatever view of my puppet is like closest to what I'm trying to do. I'm gonna zoom way in on this timeline. See where I left off. Yeah, this is the frame I need to do next. So I'm gonna turn my puppet off. I need my profile, well, technically reverse profile body and reverse 3/4 head, it looks like, is what's gonna get me closest. So yeah, what's up, Mr. I'm Him, Mr. Rowcliffe, Mr. Fruity Buddy, Soy Sauce 141, hello, welcome. I'm just animating this dog dragging his ass on the floor. Nothing political at all going on in the background. Alright, so I'm gonna turn my puppet back on. I already have the horizontal body, and I think I actually already started to move the torso around and stuff, but I'll just take it from the top. So I'll come over to the keyframes that have my puppets. I'm gonna grab just like something that's at the bottom of a rigging chain, start hitting the letter B to climb up, select everything in the body. I'll come down to my timeline, copy, and paste the keyframe. You can't really see this on TikTok because it's over on the right, but you can see. I'm gonna bring it back over and paste it at least. Hopefully that worked for me. Oh, that brought the whole head because I brought the whole puppet. That's alright. So I'll go back over to this frame that has this puppet. This time I want only the head. I'll just hit B to climb the hierarchy until I have the whole head and face. And then I will hit the number 9 to expand this. Hit the letter 0. Oh, actually, that's wrong. What I should do instead is hit the letter O to find this selection, and then I can copy that keyframe, come back over here, paste it. There we go, that's exactly what I want. And now, some people start the torso. I kind of like to start with the head, to be honest. I don't know. It doesn't really matter at this point since I've already roughed it out. I'm kind of just trusting that my rough is good. What up, Elvis? What up, Rupert Gaming Boy? Jacob Della 321. Just animating this dog, dragging his ass on the floor. So I'll drag the noggin on over, and I set up a bunch of deformers in my rig. If any of y'all want to see how I set up my rig, I've been live streaming that on YouTube for a while. So I'll come over here, turn my deformers on, and actually before I start deforming it, I'll just kind of get one edge into the right spot. Pretty close to my rough, and then yeah, and then I'll start using my deformers and putting them in place. Any view of the cube, there's only going to be 6 outline points, and I used 8 points in my deformer, which is kind of a pain in the ass. The reason I did that is so I could have the 6 points and then also have an extra 2 points on either side for like squash and stretch, in case I ever want to do something where the face gets like hit and needs to bend in like that. But for the animation I'm working on right now, I'm not going to end up using it, and it's kind of a pain in the ass, because it'd be nice if I had these deformer points. There's only 6 of them. I could literally just like drag them to those exterior outline points, fix the handles, and we'd be good to go. But instead, like I'm doing with these two, but instead I have those 2 extra points on either side to deal with. And I guess I could hypothetically do like a whole another set of deformer chains where it just is on every point, but I don't know. I don't know, is that over rigging at this point? Like, this is fine. Takes an extra 2 seconds and could really come in handy. And you'll see what I use deformers on for this rig. Sometimes it's kind of nice to have envelope deformers on everything, and I like might go back and clean up this rig in a little bit. Oh man, what up, Katie Shuffler, Gabby? Streaming on TikTok is the move. We all are popping in. I'm gonna have to find some speakers to bump some music on, so it's not just me droning on. Everybody who's just joining in though, I'm just animating this dog with a puppet rig. Cool. Yeah, so I got the noggin in place now. I can get the ears in place next. And actually, what I do after I get the noggin in place, and here I'm gonna move my TikTok phone so you can see I have my Wacom over there. This is the rig right here. This is the control rig. So this is that dog that you see, all the layers and then all the crazy like technical behind the scenes stuff to make it actually work. Right in here is the noggin and the ears. I'm gonna grab the noggin, hit the letter D for disappear, and that hides it back over here. So now I got that noggin hidden. I know that it's in the right place, but I can like put the face where it needs to be. And so I'll just grab the nose. This nose and this heart are on 2 separate shapes. So what I'll do is grab the nose, because I know it's on the bottom of my hierarchy, and hit the letter B to climb my hierarchy. And all that does, I always talk about this, but back over here in my rig, everything like moves up hierarchically. So when I grab the nose, which is, where do I put that freaking thing? Mouth and nose. I probably should have put those in their own little nodes, but that's alright. But you can see I have like the nose base and the nose heart. So when I grab one of these and then hit the letter B, you can see it climb that hierarchy, and then Shift B, it moves back down the hierarchy. When we're animating, we want to look at that rig like as little as possible. So what I do is just grab this nose, hit the letter B until I have the nose and the heart. And what I actually like to do sometimes is hit the letter B until I go 1 past what I need, and then Shift B just to make sure I have everything, because sometimes I won't think about it. And you'll see, for some reason, whatever reason on this rig, I'm like pretty good about moving the nose cutter, but I have another cutter shape another like similar situation on the neck with the collar, and I always forget to grab the collar, and then I move the neck and I'm like, where the fuck is the collar? And let me actually make sure that's actually the right scale. I think that's really close. One of those frames where I actually drew it like fairly on model. Same thing, grab this. Alright. What up? I don't know how to say that name, but we in it. Also, I should probably get this out the way. See what got going on over here. Cool. Alright. Hit B a couple times, climb the hierarchy, move this nearly into place. And you'll see this one's kind of weird, because and I don't know, this probably was the right way to do it, but I could have done it the other way. My deformer chain, you can't actually move this dot without like moving the whole thing. I almost wish I'd done this deformer backwards, but what up Shea, what up Mary Espinoza, a Loco A, just animating this dog. For those of you just joining in, the glamorous process of puppet rigging. I mean the rough animation is all like traditionally animated. I just hand drew that frame by frame. But now I use this puppet to make inking and coloring go much faster. Nice. Yeah, wow, I drew. This frame's actually very on model. What's funny is I'm generally a 3D artist, and if you see anything I've been making on my actual pages, it's a lot of 3D stuff, but I just love animation, and I wanted to challenge myself and learn some 2D this summer, so here I am animating this whole dog that I rigged. I'm actually, oh shit, I put that on the wrong frame, look at that. So I'm gonna delete those keyframes. Alright, easy fix, no sweat. Hopefully I didn't do the same thing with the noggin. Nope, it doesn't look like it. It looks like we're good. Cool, I'm gonna go get this leg into place next. Let me look, was this? Oh yeah, this one bends down to jump. So that foot is planted, so it needs to be perfectly, like exactly the same shape as the frame before. Otherwise it's gonna look really weird. Oh my god, and I put it on the wrong frame again. C, Control V. Cool, I'm gonna turn my onion skins back off. And this needs to be bending on this frame, actually. I'm kind of doing this backwards a little bit. Maybe shouldn't do it that way. Here's what I'm gonna do. Come over to my rig, which y'all aren't gonna be able to see on TikTok, and I'm just gonna grab the mouth shape, or the leg shapes I need for that far leg. And I need this one and this one. I think actually the entire shape's gonna look kind of like that. I know that the alright, and it's too short, so let's see if I can get away with just stretching it a little bit. Let's see what that looks like in sequence. I'm tripping, I'm doing this all in the wrong spot. That needs to get scaled way up. I'm fucking up live. Doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter. That's just how it is. Is this not the right foot? I might have to copy this from the last frame. So I'm having a hard time getting that shape right. Should not be this hard. Let's see what we got here. Where's that thing? Huh. Got that. I think it's that one. There we go. That's the right shape. Just keyboard it into place. This leg shape is going to be kind of bent because this dog's bending down. Just grab these two shapes. Big AI joined. Get out of here, Big AI. I'm just kidding. It's probably Big Al. Appreciate you popping in, Big Al. Okay. Yep, and this foot needs to be planted as well. Just come back over here. Find this one. Down on my selection. I will have to find a way to play some live music if I'm gonna be streaming on TikTok too. So y'all can hear it too, not just my... Here, let's try this. It'll be better than nothing. Blast it on my headphones. Element. This music is brought to you by Element. Great Element. Inimitable. The one and only. Cool. Grab this. It's this one. Paste that over. Let's see what turn off. That should be close enough. But nobody ever knows. Let's get this. Yeah, this is just getting more bent, essentially. And I think we'll probably actually want to rotate this back. And then we'll move this down to meet it. Get a nice crouch. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, getting ready to spring into action. Drag its ass all over the floor. What up, Pup Killian? Just animating this dog. Just animating this dog, listening to some Element. Yeah, I just want all the legs to be bending. Turn off onion skins for a second. Boom, this is just way off model. Way off model. I just drew it just not moving at all. That's why. Alright. Snap its lower foot back into place. That's not quite right, is it? Probably should have animated these together. Oh, that's pretty close. Eh, that's close enough. Foot needs to be the exact same though. So where's it gonna copy and paste that shit? Where is it? I need to find the chain once. Control C. Control V. Oh, maybe it's already the same shape. It's not in the right place. It's a little small. Why did it not copy and paste? I wonder if it's the transform on one of the parent pigs. It's close enough though. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, nobody will know. Nobody will ever know. I'll never suspect a thing. I think I can just be okay with that. I think it's just kind of where it rotates. We're back down to 0. Alright, what should we do next? We can get the rest of the face into place. Grab this mouth. Grab this mouth.
Visita tu tienda Verizon hoy o habla con un representante en español
al
al
put the nose peg up a little bit.
Verizon. La garantía del precio se aplica solo a la tarifa mensual más incluye impuestos, tarifas, recargos, promociones o descuentos adicionales del plan y servicios.
Let's see what we got here. I'm putting my headphones back on. I'm putting my headphones back on. There ain't nobody watching on TikTok. Turn this music back down. Alright. Alright, everybody popping in and out. I appreciate you. Even if you only view for 2.5 seconds. I appreciate it. Grab this nose, bring it up. Oh, you know what? I could actually just hold Alt, animate it that way. There we go. Scale it down if I need to. Yeah, really pulling that head in. Getting ready to jump. The eyes I have to grab in the rig. The eyes are a little weird because of that eye patch. When they switch from near to far, it's a whole thing. So we'll do the near eye first. Grab everything but the eye patch. We're gonna have to get all this back above that nose now, huh? There we go. Sweet. And then grab this next eye. So we'll grab all this stuff and then control click on the eye patch. And slide that sucker into place. Cool. Kind of comes down like that. Nice. And swap out this eyelid, come over to my drawing substitutions. And like I said, I'm just getting this stuff in the right place right now. This eye is like way bigger than that eye. Let's I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna fix that. Alt to rotate my canvas, just so I can get the bounding box a little bit nicer. It can be a little bit bigger because perspective, but even that, man. Alright, and I'm gonna hit Shift X to reset the orientation. Cool, mouth is in place, so I can come into my rig, turn my noggin back on, just grab that drawing layer, hit A for appear. Grab these ears. We'll really be able to see the ears with the head rotated like this. And I actually think both ears should be above the noggin in this view, maybe. So, and the way I'm changing the Z coordinate, the shortcut, is to hold Alt when you scale, and then it actually changes the Z depth. I'm gonna grab my other ear, and this one should already be above the noggin by default. I can kind of think about the follow through, so yeah, these would be like coming forward this way. I really did not think about the follow through enough while I was roughing, to be honest, and that's when I start cleaning up, that's going to be the big thing I got to clean up, is thinking about what these ears are doing while the head's flying around. The tail is just kind of acting crazy, but it, like, I don't know, it's looking pretty nice. It makes sense, and I just followed my reference pretty closely for that. So I'm not as worried about the tail, but the ears, like, I just straight up drew the ears coming straight out of the head on almost every pose. So I'm going to have to think about them kind of flopping back and forth a little bit as I'm coming through, cleaning this up. Whoops. Okay. And same thing with these eyebrows. I haven't done anything with these eyebrows yet. You can see everything's above that now. There we go. Anytime I have to put the nose over the mouth a little bit, it really fucks up all my Z depth stuff. Other than that, I really haven't had to animate the Z depth that much on any pose. Alright, come back over my puppet. Let's see. So I probably will just start by grabbing this foot and copying and pasting that, because everything's planted right now during this jump anticipation. Where is it? This one? Yeah. And that's just to make sure it's the right shape. Looks like it is. Looks like I didn't even change it from the default, really. No, that didn't copy over, actually. Yeah, that's not the same shape. It's pretty close, but I wonder. I wonder if I can get away with it. Probably not. If the feet are off, it just always looks so bad. Yeah, look at that. You can tell that's not right. Control C, Control V. Probably moved it back over. I wonder if it's somewhere else in the hierarchy. No, that's pretty close. That's pretty fucking close. That's pretty good. I think that's gonna look like it's planted. What up, kitty gang? Hello, hello, Keith Carter. Just animating this dog, dragging its ass on the floor. We having fun. Nothing political at all going on in the background. Alright. So, same thing, we just want those legs popping back on all these poses. This dog's crouching down, ready to leap, and the way I'm animating the legs on this frame is kind of atrocious, I'm not gonna lie, but it's alright, as long as it looks right. Okay, grab the tail. You can see I have a deformer on the tail. That's how I've been animating this guy. So I only have, I think, one tail drawing. Actually, I don't know if that's true. What's up, Rosalinda Elcar? Just animating this dog. Dragging his ass on the floor. If you want to see how I rigged it, check me out on YouTube. Alright, the neck. It's gonna be really weird. I have a deformer on the neck too. So I can just kinda force it into place. And that goes a lot faster than redrawing it every time. Let me just make sure that kind of makes sense from the last frame. Yep. My collar will need to come down a little bit. And oh no, that's not gonna work. I wonder, I might put the neck behind that front leg. It's gonna have to be pretty precise. Alright. Let's go. Oh no, actually it's just gonna be easier to move the leg forward. What am I doing? Let's grab this whole leg and hold alt and bring it over that collar. Just barely over. Nope, that's not right. Alright. Instead, the collar actually does just need to be tucked way up under the neck. And let's see. Yeah, I'd believe that. Crouching. Next frame I already animated. Jumps. This was my like test frame where I figured out what problems my rig had, and there were quite a few. Which, you know what, matter of fact, since I bring that up, I'm gonna go ahead and actually open up my oh, it's because I have some of this running off an external drive and some of it on my actual computer. But I'm gonna open up my Puppet track log. This is all the stuff I've figured out that's wrong with it after I started animating, so I want to make sure I actually go back to my Puppet file and change these, or just when I'm done with this, since this is my first project and I'm the only animator working with this rig so far, I could just like export the rig when I'm done. But I'm trying to get this rig in the SCAD library potentially, so I want it to be pretty nice. So I'm tracking those Puppet change notes for my professor. Let me go ahead and save. It's been a little while. Alright, now we just repeat this process for every keyframe. Oh, and actually, before I go on, just because I'm kind of paranoid, once I've completely finished posing a puppet for a pose, I like to grab the puppet in my hierarchy, hit 9 to open everything up, 0 to collapse everything, and now everything is selected. And then I can make a new keyframe, make it a stop motion keyframe instead of key exposure, and that just makes me make sure I have everything I want saved. Okay, so this is where we switch views, and let's see. It's probably gonna be, honestly, it's probably gonna be like profile or 3/4 legs. Ooh, this one might be super weird. I might end up redrawing some stuff on this one. This is all gonna be profile. I wonder, I do have a rear torso shape in the portrait view. I said profile, I meant portrait. We'll see if I can use it to get that butt shape. This is going to be really interesting. And then those legs are swinging way back in space, so that's probably going to be reverse 3/4 legs instead of profile legs. They'll be drawn just like a little bit smaller. Those are pretty much the same shape. I could probably get away with either. But alright, all that said, let's come over. I'll start, since I usually like to start with the face, I will just start with my, I'm going to turn this back on, start with my portrait view. Alright. Runs and Walker, Leon Sheeler, we're going hard. I'm gonna freaking move this back. Get it out of my way. Lock in. Can't pay attention to the stream for much longer. My phone's gonna die anyways, so I'll probably stop the TikTok live before too long, but y'all kind of gotten the whole gist. I've kind of gone through the whole pipeline for single frame. Yeah, I actually am gonna go ahead. Nah, we'll keep it streaming for a while. I'm gonna be working for a while. We'll keep it streaming for a while. Push it right up until my phone dies. So okay, I'm gonna go ahead. Oh man, it's hard to know what exactly I'm grabbing. I'll probably actually just grab everything, to be honest, and then replace it with the other views after. So there we go. And yeah, I'll just grab those legs at the end when I need them, because everything else I'm going to be taking exactly from this view. So, and to be honest, if I drew this right, like this is perfectly straight ahead, looking at the camera. This should be like exactly on model. Looks like I drew it too small in my rough. So I'm not going to trust the rough on this instance. I'm going to just trust the puppet. Actually, that might be a bad idea, because then it's going to be off for the rest of the rough. Nah, you know what? How freaking close is it? It's barely off. I might go like halfway in between. Just a little teeny tiny bit of squash on the face. I don't think anybody's ever gonna know. I don't think anybody is ever gonna know. Ooh, live music auditions. That's crazy. Right. Let's see. What do we got? I want to go from here. Face is perfectly in place. I mean, honestly, all this should be really very, very, very close to the default model. Let's make sure this is. I think it's a little like tiny bit rotated, but that's more or less what it should look like. And then this is going to be interesting. Yeah, we can get a much better silhouette. I don't think I drew that very well. focus on the next frame. Oh, this is weird because we have a near far switch, so my onion skins aren't gonna work. That's a bummer. Yeah, that sucks. That sucks. Let me see here. I'm gonna move this back. Y'all can see the madness. Watch me actually animate. Look at the avocado I ate for breakfast on my desk. Yeah, this can just be smaller. I can try and keep that a little bit closer. I might just go ahead and shrink this just a little bit so it's somewhere in between the rough and the actual model. I kind of want to have an overlay on this front view. I think it might look a little bit nicer. Kind of sucks I don't have that. That might be something I fix on the rig. Well, it would just be on this side would be the key. Alright, look at this. I opened this up just in time. So let's add overlay to portrait. Torso. No, legs. Upper legs, I'm tripping. So what I'll do is I'll come in. What on earth? Oh, onion skins. What the fuck is all this nonsense on my lines layer? Get the fuck out of here. Alright, so I'm gonna copy this from the line layer. Control Shift V to paste it on the overlay layer. Shit, this is, yeah, cool. And we want basically, I think we basically want that. Yeah, I do think that's what we want. And then I'll grab my pencil editor. And just taper this off. Make it nice. It also looks like, there we go. And let me just kind of make sure that's doing what I wanted, because I just edited it for every drawing. Yeah, that's working pretty nicely. Oh, whoops. I think I just accidentally got rid of the rounded end. There we go. Alright. And then I'll do the same thing on the far leg overlay. Yeah, I just put upper legs, near and far. Cool. So same thing, let's go over to the drawing. We'll copy this line layer. Control C. Come on over to the overlay layer. Paste, wait. Control Shift V to make sure it goes in exactly the same place. And then grab our contour editor and delete like all this. Let me go back to the camera. See what that leaves us. Whoa. Oh, do I not even have? I don't even know if I have that rendering out because you wouldn't see it in any other view. So what I have to do is come back over. You ain't gonna be able to see this on TikTok people. I'm gonna come back over to my rig. What up? Anybody watch me animate this dog dragging his ass on the floor? But I got some rig issues. I got some boring shit to deal with. So if you're just joining in, welcome to this shit show. Welcome to this spaghettified fucking mess. Here we go. Just fixing a rig. Real exciting. I feel bad for the new viewers. Before I was animating this dog dragging his ass on the floor, and now we're just looking at spaghetti. So I gotta go over to the leg front far, and I need to just add an overlay node to make sure it's rendering out. Overlay layer isolate, because you can see we're just not running that out right now. And now grab this, alt click this, grab that overlay, alt click, bada bing, bada boom, make sure it's on top of everything else. Give it a little waypoint to clean up my node editor. Alright, back to the fun shit. Back to the fun shit. Back to animating the dog. And now you can see, I can actually see this little line on top. All that work in the rig for that one little line. And I actually think I can delete that part of it. Oh yeah, that's a little bit closer. Grab my contour editor. Snap this fucker back into place. It should be in line with everything else if I can help it. And then I'll grab my pencil editor, taper this shit out, make it look nice, make it look fucking nice. Whoops. I'm gonna have to take it further up, is that right? What we got going on here? What we got going on here? What is this nasty nonsense? Yeah, how the hell does that happen? Look at that shit. What is that? Why? What? What is this? I mean, it's not the end of the world. It looks fine. Let's see how it animates. Yeah. It's fucking doing what I want it to do. Alright. Okay. Let's, dang, it would need to be all the way down there, huh? Alright, I'm gonna just have to grab that whole leg, I think. Or if I have a torso deformer. No, that's not gonna do what I want it to. Here. Just scale this thing in. Honestly. Yeah, there we go. Have that leg stick out a little bit. I think that looks nicer than having the bottom of the rib cage like jut out past the leg. That don't make no fucking sense. It don't make no sense. Alright. So we spin around. Don't want that neck to be more centered. Maybe. If anything, I think I'd want it back on the other side. So I'll grab this whole neck. Oh, I did not get the collar. That's alright. Told y'all I'd do that. I told y'all always move that neck without the collar. always fuck up. Oh yeah, look at that. That was like a nice. Alright. And now we have the rear torso hiding back there. And let's see if I can get away with using that shape. I don't know if I'll be able to. I don't know about it. We gonna find out. So here it is, hidden away. Oh yeah, alright, I think I could probably live with that. It does get cuttered, and I don't really want it to on this view. I kind of want that line to stay there. I wonder, does my upper torso render out an overlay? No, no it does not. And I think I would only ever want it on this view. Would I always want it on this view though? That's the real question. Like if the butt was down here, would I still want that line to show like the rib cage in front of the hips? I think maybe. So we got another note for the rig. Duplicate line art for upper torso. Paste on overlay for portrait view only. And then add a cutter node, not a cutter node, add an overlay node to the rig. Cool, so let's do that. I'll do the rigging stuff first, and it's just the exact same thing I just did, but that way when I make the overlay it'll just like show up right away. You can actually like see what I'm doing in real time. Just move all this over, make a little bit of space. I still don't think that's enough. That's annoying. So I'm just going to move everything in here over to the right a little bit, and I am holding shift. I don't want anything to move up or down because the way I have these pegs laid out in my rig like makes a difference in how easily I can select things. It's actually really important. So alright, I'm gonna keep on keeping on finishing the rig stuff. I'm just gonna hit enter, add another overlay layer. I'll grab this upper torso image layer, drawing layer, whatever. Got my overlay layer selected. I will alt click on this. Cool. And now if I come in here, go into drawing modes, like that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna Control C, go to my overlay, Control Shift V, back to my camera. Now you can see this shoulder is rendering out in front of that rear torso. Is that enough, or do I kind of want it? This almost needs like its own deformer, but the deformer is going to be really funky. Yeah, I mean, just give it a little flavor. That's not bad. I wonder if I do like, nah, no. All right. Those legs are not gonna work. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna save. It's been a while since I saved. It's been a while since I saved. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead, come back over to my reverse 3/4 view and grab these little legs. Yeah, maybe I'll just grab that tail too. That's all I have left to pose, so why not? It looks like it is this one, so I'll Control C. Control V, there we go. And then it's kind of like that, it looks like. This is an insane pose. It's pretty fun, if I do say so myself. I guess the one before it is even better, to be honest. Which is why it was the first one I did. The one I used to test my rig. Yeah, this will be... I'm probably happy with that. Yeah, it's all coming around. And the tail, I think, is going to kind of straighten out a little bit. That'll be the thing. Let's grab that deformer. Snap it into place over here. And we won't go perfectly straight, but it is like whipping around, and it might actually like stretch, if anything. Yeah, I could like really push it if I want to, the way that butt's whipping around. Let me check that arc. Yeah, maybe it actually looked better kind of like that. So I'm going way off the rough, but I do think it's gonna look better. And I did it on the wrong keyframe. How many times am I gonna do that today? On the wrong frame, I should say. I did it on a frame that's not a keyframe. So okay, it goes from there. Oh yeah, I think that's really nice. And we could even actually like something like that. So it's pointed down. Kind of like that. I don't know how to snap into place in the next one. Boom, jumps. Pivots. Lands. How did I do this landing? Oh, what up? Who's in here? Modified Fleety. We got some spam in the stream. We got some spam. Oh, I also, you know what? I should change the name of these streams. These are a little bit different. So this is actually... Sweet. Update these stream names. What up, TikTok? We got TikTok people in and out. In and out. We streaming. We live. Keeping it lit. So this, everything is gonna be profile except for the head, which is gonna be just 3/4, I think. So come back over, turn my puppet back on, grab every single thing in profile, I'm actually just gonna grab my whole puppet and 9-0 that fucker. Control C. Come over here. Control V. Oh, and I'm really excited to be out of this like walk cycle, head shaking segment, because I'm like pretty much full blown animating that whole sequence. It's already on twos. That's kind of what I needed for my quadruped walk. But now, for the rest of this, I use my keyframes much more sparingly, which is nice. It's really nice. It's gonna make this a lot easier. It's gonna make it kind of more fun because we can like see the progress a little bit faster. Instead of moving forward 1/12 of a second every fucking pose, we can move forward, you know, something drastic like a 1/6 of a second. And I actually, y'all know me, I usually like to do the face first. I kind of started posing the torso, so maybe I'll just do that, but actually, no, I won't. I'm just gonna get everything out of the way for my face. So I'll come back over to my 3/4 and grab just the face, and then find it down here and Control C. Come back over here, Control V, and then we'll get this into place. So kind of how far, I think this is off model. Yeah, it totally is. So I'm gonna move it. I'm gonna move the noggin. I don't have the ears just like on their own peg. I probably could. That might be overkill, but there's a couple things with the rig that I would like to add that I have not. But that's alright. So I'll grab this noggin shape, put on the deformer, and I'm gonna still like snap it to the rough, but I'm just like really gonna hug the outer edge of my drawing and maybe come past it a little bit, just because I can like tell it's a little bit too small. Oh yeah, I mean, fuck's sake, look at that. So I don't want to get too far off the rough because it'll fuck everything else up. We'll actually do that. Yeah, wow, this is a weird, really pushing that 2.5D on the head in this pose. I think that's pretty close. Just gotta fix those handles. Okay. Yeah, alright. Oh, actually, that's way too far out. So we right there, maybe. Alright. Funky ass pose. Okay, come back over to my rig. Ooh. Ooh. Detected inactivity on my live. Y'all lying. Y'all don't know. I'm here. I'm here. I'm just animating this shit happening on the screen. Shit happening on the screen. one guess. That's fun. Alright, let's hide this noggin, and I am gonna have to go ahead and kill this TikTok stream because my phone's dying. Alright, this is a fun little experiment. Got 0 viewers right now, but that's alright. I'm gonna go ahead. We are done. Alright. Shut that shit down. I'm sure this is great content for motherfucking Twitch and YouTube. Plug that shit in. Keep on keeping on. And I'm probably, what time is it? 1 o'clock. I'll put in an hour. I'll probably do like another hour, maybe, and then eat some lunch. And I honestly, I mean, we'll see what happens. I'll probably go live when I finish up, just so people can see the end process, but I'll like post the finished version on all my shit, obviously. So this might be the last live stream I do of this animation. I'm debating. I haven't really done a ton of 3D modeling for my internship this week, so I might hop on later if I finish this early enough. Oh yeah, I don't have my iPigs. I should just set up a fucking iPig hierarchy. No, it's weird because the eye patch. I always forget. Alright. It's alright. The way I have it now is not so bad. And now that we had the near far switch, I can actually just grab those 4 pigs and just snap this on over. I think this is gonna get squished just a little bit in this view. And then the eye far.
Hey baby.
What's up?
Would it be a bad time to ask if you had a little bit of time to walk a dog?
Alyssa cameo. No, I could hop off this.
Well, seriously,
and go
I
do
can
that.
I can walk them both. They're just crazy, and it's not rainy, so.
You don't think it's gonna rain on us? Keep saying it's gonna.
Yeah, but I'm just sick of waiting for it, and they're driving me nuts. So I'm just gonna try to do it while it looks nice. And the forecast has changed a lot.
Wife wants me to walk a dog. That might be the end of the session. They must be annoying her. God, I wonder if this head is just too small. I wonder if this head is just too small. Might have to pop that noggin up a little bit.
I'm just gonna throw their ball.
Okay.
They love you.
Love you. Coming in hot. Did I in fact walk them both yesterday? Maybe. Maybe. Alright. Alright. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's good with the face. Let's get that torso in there. Just a little bit smaller than the model would suggest. But I think yeah, you know what? Honestly, I could scale it down a little bit on this one. Just that part of it. I think that'll make. Oops. Oh, there we go. Might just make that spin like a little bit nicer. Oh, come on now. Grab that collar. There we go. I mean, I think that'll work. These, yeah. Right on. This should actually be, yeah, the exact fucking same with the foot. Oh, I really scaled it a lot, huh? Oh yeah, right there, that'll look good. Yeah, that's close enough, I think. Especially that weight's kind of coming down over it. I think I can get away with a little teeny tiny bit of wobble. I'm a little, no, maybe it'll be fine. I'm a little worried about the path that's taking, but I mean, it's on like more or less an arc. It's only happening over 2 frames, so that's, I mean, that's what it'll look like. Boom, yup, lands. I don't know if there's enough. I might need another drawing for a settle. I might want another breakdown in my riff. But I think I'm gonna just pose what I have. Cause I'll get feedback from my mentor, from my thesis advisor, my professor, old Zachary Rich, tomorrow night. And he'll say, "Where's the saddle? This dog jumped way up in the air and it needs to settle." And I'll say, "Okay, fine. Alright. You're right." Grab that lower torso piece over in my rig. I kind of, You know what? I might just have to duplicate this fucker. TBH. And splay it out a little bit. Let's just like, no, that won't work. Just like, fix these curves. Oh yeah. What on fucking earth? Oh my god, can we not? That's what happened over on the other side too. I don't know why it wants to make those extra weird fucking lines. It's because this tool setting right here, this like select all the layers, is janky as fuck. It always causes problems. But we good. We ball. I think these rear legs are gonna be too small for this job. And did I draw them backwards? Well, you know what? Oh yeah, no, they're gonna be way too small. Way, way, way too small. But I do think I can get away with fucking scaling them, to be honest. And then oh man, I don't know. I don't know. What do they look like in the next drawing? I mean, it's a completely different view. Yeah, I think that might just be what it is. I did all that on the wrong. Something like that. Whoops. Just really am cheating it to get that crazy ass silhouette. I did not animate that properly, but that's alright. Where's our... Ah, it's not alright. Fine, bastards. It's all fucked up because I didn't do it right. Alright, here's what we're gonna have to do instead. Actually, can I like... No. I'm just gonna have to do them separately and try to get it kind of close. That's pretty good. except the stroke gets all fucked up. Alright. Here's what we're gonna do. Final answer. We're just gonna duplicate. We're gonna duplicate all this shit. So can I just, yeah, grab all these and no. It's gonna want me to grab the actual drawing layer. Excuse me? Don't make me redraw the shapes one at a time. Can I just like fucking do something like this? No, it does make me. Alright, one at a time. Duplicate. 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 And now. No, it won't let me get away with that. It's so lame. That might have been the problem. Alright. Cool. I can do this without fucking up the stroke widths. Then we'll go grab that. Leg back far. Do the same fucking thing. About like that. And now, snap these into place with these new drawings. Because I drew it so off model. Yeah, we can stretch it out a little bit now. Something. Whoa. For real? Of course all the pivots are off. Alright. Whole new game plan. We're gonna grab... Nah, you know what? We'll just fucking move these around. It'll be alright. We'll just force this into place. It'll be alright. I might fuck around and just draw whole new legs, actually, because this is starting to really not be worth the hassle, to tell the truth. And it'd be like that sometimes. The puppet can't do everything. Oh no, we did want this to be... Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. Sick. And then this is on its own drawing layer. I'm just not gonna fuck around with it. Goodbye. Goodbye. Fine. Great, dude. Boop. Head spins all the way around. We'll see. Alright, we are out of the first segment. Oh, praise the Lord. Thank God. Cool. So now you can see, I mean, there's a couple places where I have to pose the puppet every 2 frames, but this is all much more manageable here on out. What to do with the tail? I think it just disappears on this frame. I think it does. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Oops. Let's I don't know, I didn't see that before. That's a little concerning. If we go like 0.05. Wow, no. What if we didn't? Go 0.005. Not enough. 0.007. Not enough. 0.008. Not enough. 0.01. There we go. Fuck's sake. And then yeah, we'll grab the whole head and face pig and just go same thing, 0.01. There we go. Cool, and I'll save again. Comes down, boom, boom, yeah. All looking real good. I kind of just want to see this animated. Let's see what I've been working on. Okay, that's a problem. Yeah, I'll see that. Oh, oops. Forgot that whole face. Did we get like a motion peg on this torso? Like, why is this happening? No? 0.002. Whoa, psych. Huh. There we go. 0.005. Let's get that out of the fucking way. That's good, that's good. That's good, that's good. I know I saw it somewhere else. Oh, maybe not. just that very first frame. Yeah, fun. Fun stuff. I'm gonna just grab real quick. I'm gonna 9-0 this puppet and key everything. Keyframe, stop motion keyframe, key exposure. Cool. And this next frame looks like it'll be all 3/4, 100%. So we'll just come over to our 3/4. I'm gonna just grab that whole ass puppet, so Control C. Actually, I'll 9-0 it just to be safe. Control C. Control V. And then we'll start with the face. Start with the noggin. That's really on. Look at that. Not bad work. Shit, I should go walk one of my dogs. I'm gonna go do that after I get this noggin in place. And call it a stream. Hour and a half. Yeah, I'll come back on for another 2 hours later in the day. Let's go right there. And this is gonna come way down. So that's not gonna work. This needs to be. Where does this need to be? Come on, Toby, you gotta draw a little bit better than that guy. You gotta draw a little bit nicer than that, bro. What are you doing? Nice, nice, nice. Looking good. Looking good. I think that. Yeah, dude, that's pretty solid drawing, I think. Oh no, this is terrible. This is no 2.5D. When's my next keyframe? 2 later. Yeah, I'll keep it, whatever. Oops. No. I mean, it'd be so slight anyways. And this is only going to be up for 2 frames, so that's okay. The next pose is more important. Yeah. So I'm not posed for a while. Okay. So let's come over to my rig. Get my noggin hidden. And get this face into place. Oh, whoops. Grab the cute little heart cutter. This is, yeah, man, I drew this one pretty well. Not horrid. It's actually gonna be a little bit higher. Yeah, cool. And then we will grab the eye near first. Oh shit. Whoops, yeah, grab that eye patch too. And I honestly wonder in the rig if it would kind of make a little teeny tiny bit more sense to put the eye patch just like somewhere out in the middle, but I don't know. I think it makes more sense to have it so that you can like nicely select one eye, ideally the near eye, which is how I set it up. And then when the patch switches to the far eye, just like let that be the pain in the ass. And by pain in the ass, I mean it's literally one extra click, so like it's kind of whatever. Okay, same thing. Squash it a little bit. And then we'll get the mouth into place next. Is that all of it? Yep. Sure looks like it, but actually I'm a little bit paranoid. Yeah, oh yeah. What mouth? Is this an A mouth? Yeah, but just an A1. I just want it to fit on the face. I might fuck around and make the nose a little bit smaller for this pose. Alright. I can turn the noggin back on. Yeah, he's alright. So, eyebrows. Next, up at the very top. Like that. Might have made the head a little bit too big. And same is true with this one as all the other ones I've done so far. That I am not worrying about the face like at all at this point, aside from the position. But the motions and the mouth shapes are like not reflective of the final animation at all. Like these eyebrows might end up being way down here and like angry. And I also cool. Alright, I'll go walk my real dog. Stop playing with this virtual dog for a while. We'll go ahead, file, since it's going to be the end of the session, go ahead and iterate it. Yeah, not bad. What's that, an hour 40? Not quite the 2 hours I planned on, but I'll be back on later because I have to animate, if not all of this, for sure the vast majority of it before the day ends. As you can tell, it's a pretty slow process, so I'm gonna be at it. I'm gonna be at it. I'm gonna be out here, in here, at my computer, online for the world to see. Fun stuff. Alright. Peace. Love. I'll see y'all in a little bit after I walk my dog.